When you left Villa to go to Man City, like how did that feel?
It was horrible. It was awful. I didn't want to leave Aston Villa, and the thing is, the way that it panned out, a lot of Villa fans didn't know that, and they only know it through asking me face to face. I didn't want to leave, but I was sold, so I had to go. And I always get asked about Jack Grealish's situation as well, and I'm on the same mindset as yourself. I want him to stay through, you know, supporting Villa and wanting Villa to be well and him being one of our own, but at the same time, he's so good now. Where could he end up if he went to a better team with better players, you know, his England career, possibly European competition? Is it right to hold him back? And if you look at history, I mean, obviously myself, I left Villa, but that was under different circumstances, I believe. You've got Gareth Barry, who left to go to Manchester City. You've got James Milner, who left. You've got some top quality players who end up leaving to try and go on to bigger and better things. So I think that, you know, it's a matter of time with Jack. He's that good that how can other teams not, you know, be tempted to come in and steal him?
But what would your advice be to him now?
Just, I don't like saying it,
really
but
tough.
He's got to go at some point, unfortunately. Unless Villa, you know, get new owners and something changes where they're buying all of the best players themselves, I would say, yeah, go and get the most for your career, because it's a short career. I don't think Villa fans would blame him completely. He plays his heart out for the club. He's done brilliant, and you never know. One day, it wouldn't surprise me if he came back.
Yeah, look, I think for me as well is that when he does leave, or if he does leave, it's that he goes to a club where you think he's going to actually get what he deserves. And I think we've lost players that people like someone like Dwight York I look back on when he left, and it was to win things, and he went away and won the treble, and so I sort of think, well, he sort of achieved what he wanted to achieve. And then I look at other players, someone like even sort of a Fabian Delph, kind of a situation where he's left and his career never really kicked on. And yes, he would have picked up a winner's medal on the back of squad time, but it's not quite the same. And I think, you know, again, he could end up at a club for Jack where he could end up just having to carry another team. It won't be Villa.
I wouldn't agree with that. Yeah, my advice wouldn't be we wouldn't go to another club and be in the same situation he is at Aston Villa. It would be to go and test himself against the best and give himself an opportunity to go and win things. If that's not happening, then I don't see why Villa wouldn't have him back. I know it tends to not happen that much, but he's a great player, and as long as Villa are in the Premier League, you know, touch wood, at the state, you know, I would like to see him, you know, at the club.
All right, gents, I love a good word game, and I'm a self-proclaimed queen of taboo. We're gonna play that today. Have you played it before?
No.
No, right? No. Okay, it's your first time, but it's not that hard. As I explained earlier, for example, if the word is Villa Park, I can't say things like stadium or Villa or Birmingham or home. So I'm very restricted in how I explain it to you, but your task is, of course, to get the word that I'm trying to convey, okay?
So I can only be as good as your explanation.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, wow, so the pressure's on me then, right?
Good deflection.
Okay, so you don't need to put your hands up or whatever. If you know the answer, just shout it out, okay? First word, let's see. Okay, so in a game, when after 90 minutes, the game doesn't end.
Time.
Oh my God! Wow!
There you go, perfect. Oh, wow, Nick, you're quick. Okay, next one.
No description, I told you.
When you kick the ball, when a striker kicks the ball and he sort of goes over, not exactly over, but he hits something. What does he hit if he doesn't go over?
Deflection.
He hits the...
He goes over with the ball, though.
The ball does not go over, but it hits something.
Crossbar.
Yes, correct. So Darius has 1 point. If Salah is trying to score a goal, and the opposing team...
Tackle, block.
Build
defend,
on that.
Deflection, interception.
You said the word,
hang on.
but it's 2 words. Yep. What's the first one?
Slide tackle.
Perfect, yes.
I need to just go. How's this?
Okay, next one.
You can't just feed off it. You've got to do your description. You're not feeding off this visor.
Well, you're not asking me questions,
No,
Nick.
you do your thing. You focus on your job.
Okay,
You focus on your job.
Okay, I'll focus on my job. My job right now is to explain. It's a person, quite legendary, used to be in charge of a club that wears red as...
Alex Ferguson.
There you go, perfect. Okay, oh, he's leading. Darius is leading. Next one. Also a person used to play at a club you played for, the blue side of that team that you just said, and he's from the same country as Messi.
Aguero. Sergio Aguero.
Another one, go on. He used to play for a club in South America. Can't say the name of his club, but if you're not the senior, you're
Junior.
Yeah, you know the name of the club from South America?
Boca Juniors.
Yep. He used to play for
Tevez.
that club. Perfect, yes. Tevez. 2 points for Nick.
Way back.
Sorry, it's so hard to explain this. Okay, Liverpool won this last season.
Champions League.
Yes, correct.
Oh, 3-3.
Liverpool's rival.
Everton.
But what do you call them? What's the nickname?
Toffees.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh wow, you're catching up.
I'm winning.
You're winning. Okay. Next one. Also from Argentina.
Masha.
Plays in the La Liga. One of the best.
Who?
From the same country as.
It's not Lionel Messi. No?
It is.
Thank you.
Yes.
What?
When you go through somebody and then you put the ball through your
Not Meg.
legs. Yeah.
I said it first.
I'm not sure about that. Think about it.
No.
No, I'll give it to Darius.
VAR, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How was it? Yeah.
He's known for parking the bus.
Mourinho.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
And the last one, okay, the person who gets this wins it all. I think we'll just make it easy. We spoke about him earlier. You said he should leave the club.
Grealish.
Jack Grealish. Grealish or Jack Grealish, which you taking? His proper name or his
Yeah,
nickname?
Jack Grealish.
Thank you.
Jack
Yes.
Grealish. So Darius wins this.
Okay.
No. What's going on?
It's over. It's over.
Good. All right, and I think everybody asked you this, but about the whole drilling your toe incident. Can we just find out from you, like, what was your thought process? And I mean, you had this whole medical team at your disposal, basically, from the club. But why did you think, you know, I should take matters into my own hands?
Because, right, it was simple. The physio at the time, he had to drill through the toenail. I've got this story, reliving it. He had to drill through the toenail to get the blood out, and it was hurting when he was doing it, and I didn't like the idea that it would have been too late when I told him you're through the nail, because it would have hurt by then. And because we was at the training ground when he was doing it, there's a time limit to it. He's got other people to see to. So I says, listen, I can do this. Give me the hemo drill. I'll go and do it myself at home. I went at home and tried to do it, and it was just too painful. Now, the situation was I didn't actually drill anything into my toe. It was too painful at the time. I went back in the next day to see the physio. I says I couldn't do it, and then he had a look at it, and he was infected. That was why it was so painful.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't know if you ever had an infection in your nail or anything like that.
Yeah, I've had it before. You have to.
It's a horrible
It
thing.
just suddenly the blood spurts out, doesn't it?
Exactly. So the manager at the time,
Scary.
Graham Taylor,
Yeah.
wants to know why I'm not available or fit to play, you know, for the weekend game. And I says, listen, I've tried to drill my toe and it's just infected. That's all he heard. So when he got interviewed by the press and I says, why isn't Darius playing? He's gone, Darius has been drilling his toe at home. And then they ran with this.